Yeah, where is
Yo,
that dude?
you're not getting in front of me. Are we live?
Yeah, we're live.
I won't swear. I'm a good
Yeah,
boy.
don't swear. You're a good boy. You're a good
I'm
Christian
in New
boy.
York. I'm in Staten Island traffic right now. This is not ideal, but get it done when we get it done.
Have you seen that meme of that dude who's like, I'm a star? Dude, and all the accents from Staten Island. It's so funny, dude.
It's
Where are
very
you
true.
headed?
I mean, I don't go to Staten Island often because that's not my AO, but when I do have to go over, it's always a trip, man. I'm going to get my tags renewed for PA, so I'm just going to the border real quick of PA, New York, and then I'm gonna renew my stuff.
Nice.
Yeah.
Sweet. Why? Because you moved there, so you got to change everything over, or what?
No, because I bought this car while I was in Kansas. Or no, I bought this car while I was in Texas, but then we moved to Kansas, so I plated it and titled it in Kansas. And then apparently Kansas is one of the states where even if you're military, you can't re-register your vehicle unless you live in that state. That's not with Pennsylvania because my other car is with Pennsylvania. So I'm just gonna bite the bullet and title and register the plate this car in PA so I can re-register it. I'm not in the state because PA is like super friendly to military.
Mm,
So
okay.
I don't have to live in PA anymore. I mean, I haven't lived in PA since I joined, so it's like I haven't been able to go back to like do anything, but I can do everything online through PA's PennDOT website. I guess Kansas, you have to be in Kansas or military in Kansas, so it's just annoying,
That is
but
annoying.
it's all good.
The freaking
It's all
military,
good.
dude. When are you gonna get out of that thing, dude, and become a professional CrossFit full time?
I don't know if I'll ever want it full time. It doesn't seem very lucrative. Um, Nor is it something that I think, I think most people agree now, is that it's something that you can hold for a long time. Like you're
Yeah.
gonna need to get a job after. You're gonna need to have something after, if not during. Um,
Yep.
but I don't know. I'll probably be in for a minute, to be honest. Who knows? I got bit by the green weenie.
The green weenie?
Yeah, that's what they call it. Yeah.
What the heck, dude? That's funny. Dents
I don't know. It's good.
already was
Good pay. Good job. Go ahead. Go.
Dents was already in the chat when it was what's it called before we were live, and she said, "I'm here. What should we tell the public?" Because I labeled the video "important message for the public."
Oh yeah.
Yeah, didn't you have an
The pub.
important message for the public?
Uh, did I?
Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah. Yeah. The public is now
What?
up for Surgeon General. Is it Callie or Casey? I forget. Callie
Casey
means or is it
Means,
Casey
dude.
means?
Casey
Did you see
Means.
that? Yeah, Casey means is up for appointee for Surgeon General, which is wild.
Dude, that is super wild. Hold on, I'm gonna make sure it's Casey Means and not Callie real quick.
Yeah, I don't want to mess that
Um,
up. I think it's
I
Casey.
think
I
it's
think you're
Casey,
right.
yeah, because Casey's the woman. Yeah. Dude,
Yeah,
I
you're
saw
right.
a thing about vaccines the other day. Let me see. I follow this peds guy. That sounds really weird to say. Um, but he's a pediatrician, and he was talking about how people are in uproar over the fact that like people like RFK and the like are asking for more research on like vaccines before they're released rather than just like waiting to do the research after they're released, and people are up in arms about
Whoa.
it. That's freaking wild to me. Like they're demanding
it,
the gold
no,
standard of research, double blind placebo, and people are upset about that.
no, they're not. They're not. That's not what they're asking for, Justin. What they're doing is they're just following what their party is telling them to say. which they believe is right. No, none of these people that claim to know what they talk about for every new topic that's happening. Like, I can't wait to hear what they talk about with Pakistan and India. Like, please tell me more.
Yeah.
You know, like they follow a rhetoric that gets pushed out by whatever side or whatever outlet they listen to, and then they push that. My car's not too loud, is it?
I mean, it's whatever. That's what we got right
Right.
now. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
not too
I'm
bad.
trying. This is a low budget podcast.
For
Also,
now.
it's if Dents is still on it, we're just trying to pull a Hiller and use clickbait terms.
Yeah.
Or actually, better yet, he doesn't have clickbait terms as much as Tia does. Everything she puts out is clickbait.
You think
She
so?
never gets to the point. She never gets to the point. And you go scrub 10 minutes into her video, and she's just word salad halfway through her videos, and she doesn't even get to what she wants to say.
I don't watch any of her shit, dude.
It's very annoying. Every time I watch the video from them, just because I think it's good production, I like watching a lot of those videos in general.
Yeah.
Hers are super clickbaity.
I'm on her page right now.
I mean, just look at the stuff she has.
Yeah. Dang, dude. I mean, she does pretty well on views, like sometimes. And then other times the videos kind of flop for like how many subs she's got.
Yeah, because I think people know that it's just a bunch of gibberish. I mean, they don't really show full workouts, and I think that's what Mayhem does really well. Is they'll just have a video with music in the background, the whole entire workout. People love that. Kind of like watching or listening to a long form podcast. People like the longer stuff because then they can find what they want to in between. You know?
Yeah, facts. Yeah.
It's a lot easier to watch. It's just cool sometimes.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I like to watch like their workout edits sometimes, like you're saying with Tia and them. Other times, hold on one second, dude. I have this freaking electrician. I have this electrician that's supposed to be coming over. Oh no, I think he's got a call. Tia Claire Toomey does do some pretty wild clickbait, it looks like. I would share my screen, but I didn't preset that. I'm always so curious about CrossFit content and what exactly, like the longevity of it. Because CrossFit is so niche, and in my purview of the world, I don't believe that it's actually getting any bigger. I know that that's gonna piss some people off, but there's just there's not more people talking about CrossFit. There's just not. Like in the real world, people believe that fitness is like bodybuilding and they want to get shredded, and those are the people that like go viral, are the people that are talking about like bodybuilding as fitness, right? Those are the people that actually give views and shit. So I'm always really curious about like the longevity of a CrossFit YouTube channel or even just CrossFit content creators because of that reason. There's some people that I think that like have bridged the gap within the content space and being CrossFit focused, like Hiller and Savan does podcasts with people that aren't just in the CrossFit space, apparently. But yeah, I'm always just so curious, like how long can this last, right? There's one other girl, I forget her name. She does like, you guys remember like Nate Edwardson used to do content for CrossFit. And then I think that he realized like it's like a fleeting thing. And say what you want. I know a lot of people hate on that guy, but I actually thought that his content was some of the best that was in the CrossFit game, in the CrossFit space. Nate Edwardson, I know a lot of people don't like him just as a person for whatever reason because they watch him and they just decided they don't like his character or whatever. But I think that he actually made some of the most engaging YouTube videos out there for CrossFit. And he realized that it was like a slowly dying content game. So again, I'm always just curious about the longevity of doing just CrossFit centered stuff. Like, how long can it last? Yo,
how long can you last?
I mean, about 3.7 seconds. That's pretty long.
3.7. Okay,
Yeah.
that's a good. That'd be a great 40-yard dash.
No, I was talking about how I'm always really curious about like CrossFit content in general and the longevity aspect of it, right? Because I think that CrossFit is so niche that it's gotta be impossible to make a channel that can be healthy in the long term, right? And that can like sustain viewership because in my opinion, I know that this is gonna like ruffle feathers for people listening, but I just don't see CrossFit growing as like a modality or a way like an exercise form type thing. And I don't see people like consuming more CrossFit content. And it's weird to see a page like Tia Claire Toomey's where she's got over 200,000 subscribers. She's like the most famous CrossFitter that ever lived besides Rich Froning, I feel like. And her channel,
Yeah.
like her average videos get like 30K views, it looks like. When you like, if you, I don't know, maybe more like 50K, you know, on the nicer end. And yeah, I'm always like, because people, and like, not that I agree with this, but like the people who go viral in fitness are never CrossFit people. It's always like people who follow bodybuilding style workouts. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And that's like, I think that's the longevity because people more so are doing that type of shit. So I'm just like, you know, people like Hiller have kind of bridged the gap between doing CrossFit and like the natty or not thing. He kind of bit Greg Doucette style. So like he's got something different going for him. So I think that his content has a little bit more longevity to it for sure. But then like if you look at somebody like Nate Edwardson, right? That's what the example that I was using. He was one of the first content creators that I found. He was one of the first content creators that I found in CrossFit.
Yeah.
And dude, say what you want. Like I know a lot of people don't like him, but I actually think he made the most engaging CrossFit content out there in terms of like a vlog. You still there?
I mean, yeah, I'm still there. I can hear you.
Yeah, but then I realized like, but then I think that he realized like there's no longevity in it either because of how niche it is, you know?
Yeah.
I could be wrong.
Well, yeah, and then he was just awkward too. Like his content was a little like, I liked watching it at first. And I'm like, okay, another perspective, something else, you know, because Craig Ritchie had kind of died off then too. But I mean, when you stick to only CrossFit in your videos, I think it does get bland over time.
Yeah.
That's why I think the Buttery Bros killed it back in the day, because when they, I mean, look at how many views they had when they were doing behind the scenes with Matt Fraser at his place. You know, they were showing another side to him in workouts, and then what he was doing in the background. Like, people like the behind the scenes stuff more than just the workout. Now, Mayhem, with just the workouts, I think they built their brand so much, and people have bought in. So what they do too is they want to watch the workouts that get programmed as well. So like, they weave that better than anybody else because they're showing you what they're doing, not just a random workout that the athlete is doing per se. It's a one that's on their app. You can watch the whole thing, and Rich do it, and some other people that are super fit. And that's kind of fun to be like, oh, well, look at my time to this. The only other time you see that with like games athletes is at like a semifinal workout or an online qualifier, and you're like, I don't even know what I would do in that workout. You can only imagine you're just watching for the glory of how well they did a workout. But when you can like see you doing the workout, you're like, oh, I want to watch the whole thing because maybe I could keep up here. Like that's where Mayhem gets it right. But Nate Edwardson, I think he was just kind of weird, like nerdy, fun. Like I thought it was like a Craig Ritchie at first, and then like it just became kind of annoying.
Nate?
To me, yeah.
Yeah, I think, yeah, for sure. Yeah, like I hear that. I'm like, my thing is like, I don't even think that you can like use CrossFit. Like, okay, you know how like content works where like you title something and then you bring viewership in because of the title or because of like a said topic, right? But like I think in terms of
Yeah.
like new viewership, like I don't think that even works because people just aren't interested in CrossFit. Like the masses, you know what I mean? The people that are in CrossFit are interested in
Yeah.
CrossFit. And so I just like kind of wonder like I don't know, bro. I'm like I don't know how
Yeah. It
yeah.
is too niche to build a whole platform off of it for sure. Again, that's why the Buttery Bros decided to move away, and now they're into the strongman stuff and like the doing random fitness races and vlogging that. Like they had to branch out because them traveling all over the world to follow CrossFitters came to an end at 2021, 2022.
Yeah.
So yeah, it is a little too niche just to be solely focused on that. And again, that's probably why Tia's getting a little more views now with all the High Rocks crap she's doing because she's pulling in a High Rocks audience and she's breaking records. So now that whole sphere of influence is coming over to her. But
Yeah,
yeah,
for sure. Yeah, she's been able to she's dude, that woman, oh my gosh, she's so smart because she's gonna go and dominate High Rocks too, and she's gonna become a trillionaire just from like her likeness in different sports.
I mean, I don't know about trillionaire, but she's definitely going to make a lot of money, more money in High Rocks than she would in CrossFit for sure, because just because of the audience grab is so, I think is going to be expanded a lot faster on at least
Yeah,
social media.
it's so much bigger, dude. She's gonna have a different physique from it, which seems more attainable to people and like more. I don't know. People are just gonna like enjoy it more. I genuinely think that. You know, people are gonna like this version of Tia because it's not so like I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. But yeah, I agree. And dude, I think that bro, High Rocks is gonna do it, dude. They're gonna take over. I mean, dude, they just crossed 100 million in revenue. Did I tell you that thing that I saw? Or were
No.
you not on? I think that you got on a call during the last podcast during this, but I saw this thing where the owner talked about that they crossed 100 million in revenue and now they're aiming for the Olympics.
Didn't CrossFit try to do that at some point? Didn't they try to aim for the Olympics?
I don't know, but the difference I think would be is that High Rocks is measurable every single time. There's no variance. So they actually have like markers to go off of to be like, yeah, you are the best.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like every
Yeah,
single time
yeah.
the test is the same.
I mean, are there any other Olympic sports where it varies?
I don't think so. I mean, bobsledding, they just go to different courses, you know?
Yeah. But I mean,
I
that's a
don't know
good
if it'll.
point. I mean, CrossFit is they have so many different branches now. Like there's like United Functional Fitness Association or something like that, right? And they have their own qualifiers and annual competition. Like there's so many different branches of it. It kind of gets muddied in the water sometimes, which I mean, it could be a good thing, especially with the WFP. But I think, yeah, I'll talk about that later. But go ahead.
Dude, I was really hoping that we'd be able to get that WFP spot, dude.
Yeah, it's all good. It'll come. That jacket that Dents got was pretty dope.
Who?
She got like a personalized jacket that said Dents Updates for WFP.
Really?
Like all the athletes got jackets and stuff with their name on it, like Letterman jacket type ones, and she got one. It was pretty dope.
Dent's got one too?
I mean, she posted a picture of it. I don't think it was fake.
That's pretty sick. Yeah, Jason told me, yeah, he's like, Kenneth DeLapp is here. Yo, John Jenkins. Morning, fellas. Always enjoy your content. What's up, guys?
Yo, Kenneth, what you know about Premium Java?
Premium Java. What is that? A gas station coffee?
It's not a gas station coffee. It's a Shopette coffee.
What the
It is
hell
a
is
premium. I'll see if he knows, but it's a very premium coffee that's sold on military bases.
He just said, so he goes, he heard it was Photoshop, and he said it's straight from Base Exchange coffee.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah,
I feel like you and Kenneth could be boys in real life.
probably. I mean,
He said,
most dudes are pretty cool.
yeah, he said best $1.50 coffee around.
Damn right.
Babs.
It's like going to a really shitty diner, and you're like, just give me a cup of coffee, and you look at it, you're like, what the fuck? And then that's pretty much what it is. But it warms your soul, and the old lady who checks you at the counter, it just makes it all way better. So
Don't be shitting on my diner coffee, bro. The diner
dude,
coffee is something different.
I love diners so much.
Like with some old ladies working the counter, dude. Some like 70-year-old woman.
Yeah, like call me sweetie and honey.
That's what I call you every time before we get on live. He goes, what do you think is going to happen this weekend? What do you think is going to transpire from the WFP weekend? What kind of things can we expect?
I think Laura and Adler are going to dominate. I think it's going to be the same thing you see. Yeah. I mean, I think they're in a league of their own. I really do. I mean, with the Gabby Magala out because she retore her ACL, which she's a hell of an athlete. I think it's just going to be the Adler show. I really do. I mean, his numbers too in semifinals were ridiculous. It was like, I think his worst place was fourth from the semifinal. He did heavy Isabel in like 319 or something like that, or 318.
Dang, dude.
And John Young, which is at 225, and John Young did it at 185 and did it at 330. And John Young is like a heavy lifting specialist.
Yeah.
So that's nasty. Like to have that in his he could just absolutely dominate. So I think it's just going to be an Adler show.
Dude, I kind of just want to drive there just to go see. Just to see what it is.
It's probably going to be dope. It's probably going to be dope, to be honest. I saw their pictures of them like setting up the venue and stuff. I hope it goes well. And I was kind of like, damn, why aren't you saying you're competing with CrossFit? Because they said they're not. They came out at Talking Elite Fitness and they're like, we're not competing with CrossFit. I'm like, lean into it. Lean into that shit and compete because you want to bring more attention to yourself. Like any publicity right now is good publicity because they're getting their name out there and they're getting talked about.
That's kind of just like keep it so I don't expose our conversation. But I kind of told Jason that too. I was like, you should have us there because people would probably talk about it and be hated on, that we were there.
Yeah.
So it'd be good because it'd just be more publicity, basically,
That's all it is. I mean, if they have the money, buy your hate,
right.
Like, why not? It's weather the storm, get past it, get a season through. And if it's successful enough, you're going to have so much content out there for people to talk about for the next season. It's going to be even better.
Yeah, I
hope it goes well.
You what?
I hope everything goes well, and the competition goes good. And, it's a good showcase of athletes and community. But, the community aspect of it, not that, it may matter or so, but I'm interested in how they're going to lean into that at the end of the season or during the season with the affiliate stuff,
Yeah. I think it's going to be crazy. I think that this, if I know one thing about Jason, he really knows how to host a comp and he knows how to do the vendor village thing and all that. So I think that, to be honest with you, it's going to be a crazy good experience, dude.
Yeah.
I can't say that. Like, I was gonna say the CrossFit Games last year sucked, but there was like a good reason for that, so never mind. But there was a pretty good reason for the low energy and all that stuff. But I don't know, bro. Like, when you go to Monster Games, I don't know if anybody who watches this or if you've ever been there, but it's just like such a freaking good experience going to Monster Games and being there that I don't know. I can't see it not being a good time. I'm really
Yeah.
curious about
I'm sure.
I'm really curious about what Dents is gonna say about it after going.
Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. I mean, I like what she puts out. I like her updates. They're quick to the point, so it kind of helps me see what's going on without getting too deep into anything. But yeah, it should be interesting.
Yeah.
She say she's gonna be like vlogging and all, or taking like a lot of videos, or is she just there just to watch?
I would imagine that she'd probably vlog. I couldn't see her not doing content around it.
Yeah. Is anybody else going with her, or is it just her from like the Savant group?
I don't know. I don't know about that. That's a good question. The WFB behind the scenes video they put out was cool. If their overall goal is to just treat the athletes really well, they are doing it so far. Dude,
Nice.
I could feasibly just go for Saturday.
Yeah. How much is it to just go as a spectator?
I don't know. Let's see. Now I'm kind of like, should I just go? World Fitness Project, Indianapolis. Get your tour stop 1 tickets. Between $50 and $500. Single day admission, $50.
Oof. Yeah.
I mean, I wonder if it'd be worth the content to like get up at 6 and go.
Yeah. I mean, I think at the end of the day, yeah. But obviously, there's more of these. Thankfully, it's not just like a championship like the games and that's it. Like, there's more of these tours. What the next one is in? Is the Europe one, or is the next one the one in Arizona?
I'm on their website right now. They're the next one is in Arizona.
Okay.
And then the one after that is in Copenhagen.
Copenhagen in Denmark. I got a friend out there. Well, I don't
Do
know.
you?
My wife's got a friend out. My wife's got a friend out there.
Nice.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't know. It'd be a game time decision for sure. It's a 5-hour freaking drive.
That's a long drive. It's not that bad. It's a decent drive.
No, it's.
Your Tesla
I
just
mean, if I
drive for
got
you,
out.
dude.
Yeah, I know.
Right?
Yeah, that's the best part. Yeah.
Just sit back and chill.
Freaking chill and then go. Get you a base coffee and drive in the morning. Let's go.
Dude,
Yeah.
you'll be jacked up the whole day.
Yeah, legit. Shit, I don't know. I'm gonna think about it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna think about it. I might actually end up doing it.
Did you ever used to watch? Did you ever watch Barstool Sports or listen to them?
I mean, I always watch like Dave's freaking. His name is Dave, right? Dave Portnoy. Yeah.
Yeah, Dave Portnoy.
I always watch his like, whatever it is, his like the pizza thing. That's it though.
Yeah, oh, yeah, pizza reviews.
Yeah.
Yeah, he used to have, so like back in the day before like Pardon My Take was a big thing, like back in like 2017, 2016, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Dave used to have a podcast of just him talking, and he would talk and rant for like hours, and it was like
Really?
the best 2 hours of the day. Oh my god, he was so making just content by himself, kind of like a savant, like just can sit there and talk about sports and about gambling and all this kind of jazz. It was so good. And now he's not like, he doesn't do that anymore, but he's on like a Randcast with other influencers and people. But I think they've kind of, I don't know. I was listening to Barstool the other day because I listened to Part of My Take here and there. And
Yeah.
I was like, damn, those were the good old days. When I just listened to Dave rant, just one person. That's kind of probably why I like listening to Savant, is because he can keep going. He doesn't like necessarily not know what to talk about. He just keeps going.
Dude, I feel like content is going back that way though too, right? Like people were I feel like long form content used to be the thing. And then it became short form, like kind of just rage bait type stuff. And it's still like that's still popular. But like you'd always have to say something, like even when I make my marketing videos for my coaching business, right? Like I'm always trying to say like you're fat because of this food, and that catches someone's eye, right? But then like
Yeah.
now I feel like what's popular, and I tested it on my other YouTube channel, is just a raw like iPhone video of you just talking, no cuts. Like I really think that that's the way that content is going again.
Yeah, no, for sure. Because I did notice a difference in like watching Hiller's videos back in the day when it was like really raw, shitty camera, and his cuts were
Yeah.
really, really hard, and
Yeah.
he was just doing whatever to start out. And now it's like he's got a high def camera. He does the review stuff. Like it's good because he's adapting. He's trying to get more. But I like the old school stuff of like, yeah, this guy is just grinding it out, you know.
Yeah.
And he's
I mean,
being
there's just something to that.
super chill about it. Yeah.
Well, like even dude, more plates, more dates. He said that like he on purpose does not change his background and like the quality of his setup, because that's like where he comes from, and he feels like that's what his audience wants to see.
Yeah, no, I think it's a great move. I mean, Joe Rogan hasn't changed the background of his guest. Is that still that maroon cloth thing behind him? Because you know that's Joe Rogan's person. You know, like,
Yeah.
and plus the way they talk in those podcasts, like it's super like conversation like you would have if you were just hanging out with someone in the backyard. Like you want to be able to listen to somebody and think, oh yeah, that's how they are outside of the podcast too. You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because when
Well,
people
yeah,
have this like game face up, it's just annoying.
Yeah. Well, remember too, like people got upset about his like red pill setup.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah,
he like
they got
went
really pissed about that.
Yeah. John Jenkins said, but work always gets in the way of spontaneous behaviors. Wait, we are 6 hours away and have family competing. I may just road trip in the morning too. Yeah. Well,
yeah,
if you
because
go,
they're gonna have like the other divisions there too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm texting Heather about this idea of just being spontaneous and going. I mean, she works, so I'd have to try to get her to get PTO. Otherwise, I'm just taking Tristan with me. What kind of content okay, I know there's not that many people watching this, but I want you guys to be heavily involved with this right now. If I go, what kind of content would you want to see from it? Would you want to see a vlog, or would you want to see like little snippets with a microphone interviewing people? Like, I'm pretty sure that I'd be able to at least talk to athletes. I would take my whole gear. I would take all my gear for sure and see who I could get on a pod, and I would stay late if I had to. But the other thing that I could do is short form, like little, like, hey, as a spectator, what do you think about the WFP versus the CrossFit Games? And then go talk, you know what I mean? Like that type of thing.
Yeah, I think what people don't know is everything at this point, right? If you're not going. So I think everything from like show like a vlog style, like showing up to the venue and like just walking up to the venue, just seeing how they're gonna set it up and getting in, like how hard is it to get in? Like, get
Right.
your ticket the same day. You just go up to the call box and get your ticket. Like, I think
Yep.
people want to see as much because they don't know shit about how they're going to run their event.
Yeah, I also, dude, the thing is too is like I could probably use this as a write-off for my actual business.
Mm. I mean, are there any? I mean, maybe you could find if there's any athletes there that are dealing with POTS. You know?
Yeah, yeah, I could do that too. Yeah. Okay, I think that I've made an impulsive decision to go.
So
I gotta check my Tesla and see if there's any like charging stops on the way. Because I'm rich and I have a Tesla.
did you see Bezos's spinoff of the Tesla they pushed out? I forget the name of it.
No, he made an
No,
electric car?
he's an investor in it, I believe. It's like a little, it's got like 200 miles, daily driver, just kind of around the town, and like you can like
What?
suit it up. It's like 20 grand, and then you can like
Really?
suit it up to put like a back piece on it, so it becomes like an SUV or a covered pickup truck. Yeah, it's like supposed to be super American affordable, and it's like a very basic looking model thing.
Huh.
I forget the name of it. I saw it the other day.
Let me look. Dude, I'm telling you, I'm not buying shit that Jeff Bezos puts out. Huh?
Oh, yeah, so my younger brother, one of my younger brothers, he's on the Katy Perry tour right now because
Oh yeah.
he works in sound engineering and stuff and a contractor. So
Yeah.
he just
Wait, are
goes
you
on
talking
random
about this
artist
Slate
tours.
truck?
Yeah, Slate.
This thing looks kind of rad.
It looks kind of dope. I mean, if I saw a million of them out there, like everybody driving, I would think we're in like a simulation. But
Yeah. But it reminds me of like an
you like
old
looking
like
at different things.
Go ahead, what were you saying?
Look at the kits on it. You could add like kits to it and stuff.
Huh.
It's not that expensive.
Can you just buy it off of Amazon?
that would be pretty funny.
Yeah. Okay, what were you saying? Your brother is on the Katy Perry tour?
Oh yeah. So he works in like sound engineering and like contracting for a sound company, and they just get like contracted out to different artist tours and stuff. And he's on the Katy Perry tour right now. So we were like hounding him about the whole thing about her going to space, which she's like fully invested into. So I'm waiting for more updates from him. Plus, she's coming to New York City in August, I think. So he's going to get me tickets. I don't really want to see her, but if she plays California Girls, I definitely want to go watch.
Hell yeah. You're gonna be ripping that shirt off.
Like I kissed a girl. Dude, I'll be right there.
Dude, I would go see Katy Perry for free.
Yeah, it's just did you yeah, I guess I would. She's got a lot of hits.
She's
like
Illuminati.
She was definitely. Is she?
Yeah, for sure.
That doesn't surprise me. I guess most of those people are.
Yeah. I feel like okay, well not I feel like I actually funny story about Katy Perry. So how you're 27, right? 28, 29.
29.
Okay. Did you ever go to Warped Tour?
I never went, no.
But you know what it is.
Yeah. Vans Warped Tour.
Yeah, bro, I went in like 7th or 8th grade, okay? Maybe it was 9th grade. 8th or 9th grade. And so we went into one of the pavilions and mind you, Warped Tour was more of like punk or like scene type thing, right? So you'd go and there'd be like screamo bands and shit or like pop punk bands and whatever. And so we go into the pavilion at this one and we just hear I kissed a girl, blah, blah, and I'm like, what the hell is this shit? You know, and we're like, this is so gay. What, you know, but there was a huge crowd. And dude, it was freaking Katy Perry. Like the second year that I went to Warped Tour, Katy Perry was there.
Oh wow.
And then she blew up the next year.
Yeah. Wow.
It's insane.
I mean, she
like,
dominated for a bunch of years in a row.
Yeah, forever. I mean, yeah, forever, dude. It's crazy though. MGK also did the Warped Tour as well.
Oh, dude, he's a saint in Cleveland. They love MGK.
Dude, I really love MGK too. What do you think about him?
I liked his old music. Some of his newer stuff I'll listen here and there, but I'm not an avid listener.
Hmm.
I try not to look at like the social media side of things because I don't really care for that. But I liked his music before. Like he had a few songs I was like, oh wow, like it was pretty fun to play, but I wouldn't sit through his discography and like listen to everything on it.
Yeah. I don't think that any artist in history has ever made transitions the way that he has. I think it's crazy, bro. And
Post Malone.
yeah, Posty did it pretty good, but MGK has now done, and he's done every single one of these well. He's done rap, he's done pop punk, he's done country, and he does it all good.
Yeah. Yeah, I like his voice. I don't think he's a bad artist. I just not a huge fan of listening. I don't know. Like if it was on the radio, I'd probably listen to it, or if someone put it on, I wouldn't be upset. But not something I'm going to listen to for a whole car ride.
Yeah, like you don't put it on cue.
No, I was listening to like Pusha T yesterday on
To
my
what?
car ride, and I was listening to like Pusha T.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm a really big Pusha T fan.
Nice.
Isaiah Rashad, and then I switched it up and went to Krogman. Have you heard of them?
Who is it?
Krogman. It's
No.
it's a band from Houston. They had an album with Leon Bridges. They're like they make like they just make music with no singing. It's really good.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I listen to it while I work sometimes because But yeah, I got a lot of different music I listen to. Depends on the day. Like I'm into Zach Top, big Zach Top fan. For country, or like Sturgill Simpson.
Sturgill Simpson. Yeah, I don't know who Zach Top is.
Yeah, Zach Top's. He's like up and coming. What's the name of it? Like old school country. I can't think of it. George Strait. He's like a George Strait incarnate.
Okay, nice. Yeah, the only country that I listen to really like kind of semi-regularly is Luke Combs because it's just like summer music.
Oh yeah.
Zach Brown Band, and then do you know who Steel Drivers is?
Oh yeah, the Steel Drivers. Yeah. Because that's Chris Stapleton, right?
Yeah. Yep.
He used to be in the Steel Drivers. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, dude. Blue Mountain, or was it Blue Mountain Whiskey or something like that? I don't know, dude. There's a song. I actually heard of Steel Drivers because of Matt Frazier. Oh, shit. Is Hardy or Morgan Wallen still country?
That's Hardy's like Hardy's like a hard rock country. Morgan Wallen is a pop country for sure. He's got catchy music. I like it. I'll listen to it. Hardy's dope. I like Hardy. He's like Kid Rock.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's good. He's got a few songs that like. I think he has a song not with Lainey Wilson. He's got a song with somebody else that's fire. But like, kind of like Jelly Roll, like gets really hard but stays soft sometimes. Like, I like Jelly Roll too.
Yeah, Jelly Roll's good. Jelly Roll is very good. Shit. All right, Logan.
Yeah, and he's on the fitness trend.
Yeah, he is. He's boxing and shit. You saw that?
Yeah.
And his wife too. whatever. Wasn't she like a porn star or something? His wife?
Bunny or
Yeah.
something like that? Yeah.
Yeah. All right, dude. I think we should stop this here just because I got to go take poopy and I have to go train a client coming up soon. But thanks for hopping
All
on,
right.
dude.
Sounds good.
It's pretty good. Kenneth DeLapp, John
dude.
Jenkins, Jingleheimer Schmidt,
Back,
thanks so much for watching. Huh?
Well, let me know if you end up going Saturday, and then
Yeah.
we can do an update on Sunday.
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. I'm down for that. Let's do that. All right, dude. Cool. We'll talk soon.
All right. Sounds good.
Thanks for watching, guys. Peace out.
Just
Goodbye.